when you report like we did the 14th of this month before we could get on the field, and then the first 5 days is regulated by the NCAA that you start off with helmets only, and then the next 2 days shoulder pads, and then so the 5th day before you get full gear. It really is a tough timeline. And here we are playing September the 5th, and classes start tomorrow at Carson-Newman. So, we've had 2 practices in pads, or 2 days of practices in pads. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We've had 2 days practice in pads. And you're going to see the first scrimmage out there today if you stay around and watch it. And so we've had a real quick, intense start, and we've thrown a lot at our guys. So let me tell you some of the exciting things we've done to get ready to play a football game. We've built cardboard boats and sailed them. We've lifted telephone poles and carried them all over the place as a team. We've blazed a trail across the creek on our own wood-made bridges and jogged to the graveyard where Mossy Creek, 283 men are buried there that fought in the Mossy Creek, the Battle of Mossy Creek. And we've heard that story. We've yesterday at our second practice we stopped, made ice cream together, and so we do things a little bit different as far as trying to motivate and involve our kids, and it's been fun to watch how they have been motivated. They've done a tremendous job, and we've shot a .50 caliber machine gun. We've had some interesting events around here already. But be careful, we did not shoot the machine gun in Jefferson City. I'll have the chief of police after me. And so we've just had some great response from our kids. And like I told you, you won't see some young coaches work, besides our old group. But watch some young coaches. You watch a Dino Waits. You watch a Nick Revays. You watch an Alex Good. You watch Zach Fleming. You watch Nick Craney. You watch some of those young coaches work and how they communicate with kids and how special they are. And I think that's one reason why we're as advanced as we are right now, only after 2 days of pads, 2 days of practices in pads. And so I'm really encouraged to be able to line up with this bunch. We've got an unbelievable leadership. Our leadership committee, last year we had 1 or 2 really outstanding leaders. This year I feel like we've got about 15 outstanding leaders. And they've jumped in there and really, we had a little time together where we gave them 2 hours just to come up with what they thought the core values of this program was, what they wanted some new core values to be that they wanted to establish themselves, and set some goals and some mission statements for this program. And I want to tell you, when they got through and they read it and they presented it to me, I couldn't contain myself. I got so emotional. It was unbelievable because as a coach, it was everything that I dreamed that a group would come up with. And and I know there's a whole lot of difference between making up a bunch of words and going out and doing it. It is for all of us, isn't it? But I've really been impressed with the leadership of our football team. So we didn't talk about the kickers a while ago. If you want to see a special one, check out Kurt Duncan. Kurt Duncan has been on every preseason list there is. Of course, he missed 1 kick all last year out of 77 kicks or 76 kicks. Out of 60 and 16. Out of 76 kicks, he missed 1 last year. And he's had a great offseason and a guy that is very, very respected. Most of the time, kickers are just part of a necessary part of the team that kind of does their own thing, and you hope that that their biorhythms don't get mixed up or anything, and all that stuff. But Kurt Duncan is probably one of the leaders, maybe the main leader of this football team. He's unbelievable. As far as the respect that everybody else has for him, it's off the chart. So we're very grateful to have him on our football team. Is there any questions? I'm glad to see our athletic director showed up. He's been out driving NASCARs. Can you believe that? He's been driving NASCAR cars. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't understand it. But
outran the football team.
All right. Questions, men?
Coach, you normally pick like a team.
Yes.
For every camp.
By any means, which is based on James 1:4. That James 1:3 says, when trials and troubles come into your life, welcome them as friends because they help you if you endure, which is verse 4. The process of enduring those trials and troubles and causes you to become men of mature character, lacking nothing. And so our guys picked that theme, and they picked a verse to go with it. And so by any means is something they're talking about a lot right now. And let's get this thing done by any means, and let's honor the Lord with it. And I thought one of the great core values, one of the things that they said when they went 2 hours, when they separated 2 hours, and they come up with our big goal for this season, and then our number one core value, you know what they said it was? It was to honor the Lord in all that we do. Now, how can it get any better than that? And that's the stuff that you can build on, because that's real stuff. A whole lot of other stuff we talk about, national championships and all that stuff, it don't last a long time. In fact, last time we won one back in '38 or whenever it was, it was the next day we're back at the grind getting ready for the next one, But when you start talking about honoring the Lord and all that we do, it has eternal value that lasts forever and ever. And that's what football is supposed to do. Football is supposed to build eternal values in the lives of these kids that are out here playing a silly game. It's an unbelievable laboratory of learning. And I'm just glad to be able to be part of that with them, and because it's a special group.
Talking about trials and troubles, I know you don't like to focus on it, but same time I know you had a recent procedure. How are you feeling, and how is starting camp again in that kind of similar position where last year, kind of recovering from surgery?
Well, I used to think I was tough, and I got a common cold, and it's about whipped my butt, and so I just, but I'm doing fine. Everything's great. Lord's really been gracious to me to give me an opportunity to keep doing this, and I survived 3 practices yesterday, and I thought I thought the Lord was very gracious to let me be part of this and be part of these kids, but everything's going fine. We're looking forward to a great year. Yeah. And it's not about what the old coach does anyway. Last time I checked, I didn't play a play last year. And it's about these kids, about what they're doing, and they're doing an unbelievable job. They really are.